Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another YouTube video. In this video, I will be going over why I am not New Age. Now, if you know anything about my spiritual beliefs, which you don't because I haven't gone into them, well, a lot of my beliefs actually fall under the New Age umbrella. I believe in reincarnation, I believe in twin flames, I believe in chakras and all sorts of shit that the New Age label has under it. Yeah, well, even though there are a lot of similarities between me and these New Age people, I'm not New Age myself. And you may be wondering, if you have so much in common with them, how the hell are you not New Age? Well, I'm going to tell you. I naturally have a negative personality. Alright, quoting over. Well, that's not a lie, by the way. Just because I quoted someone doesn't mean it's not true. I am a pretty negative person sometimes. Now, there's nothing wrong with being positive, and there's nothing wrong with looking on the bright side. I learned this the hard way. I should have learned earlier, but I didn't. And now my ass is kicked, and I have to learn this lesson. I can't recover until I've learned this lesson properly, I guess. So, I've gone through my entire life thinking that a lot of New Age concepts are bullshit. Like, I thought twin flames were bullshit. I avoided the term entirely. I didn't educate myself, I just stayed away from the term. It seemed like a toxic way of talking about a soulmate that's just an abusive partner. And when you go look up twin flames and the kind of communities that discuss this experience, well, you're probably going to see a bunch of relationships that sound toxic and abusive more than anything else. And I'm just like, I don't vibe with this. I really do not vibe with this because, yes, I believe in twin flames. Now, why? Well, because I didn't believe in twin flames. Now, you may think that sounds weird, but I'm going to explain this. Imagine you intentionally go out of your way to avoid anything about one single subject. You avoid it entirely. Like, you go so far out of your way. You're basically like that person that hates on something without knowing what they're talking about. And that's basically me. That's how I felt about twin flames. Now, why do I now believe in twin flames? Well, I met mine, and when he told me a lot of things, and I looked on the internet about twin flames after a while. And if you want to know why I eventually did educate myself, well, I heard that everyone has a twin flame. Now, is this true? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Either way the debate goes, I found mine. Well, more like he found me and he initiated communication, but besides that, I was in touch with my twin flame at the time I started researching this, and what I was reading was very bizarre. He just told me all of this shit. Like, I was reading on the internet, and it was like reading things from him specifically just on the internet. Dude, my twin flame is a spirit right now. He's not on Earth, so he couldn't have written some of this shit on the internet. But it sounded a lot like our relationship and connection. It was very similar to, in fact, that I was shocked. I was like, how the hell can this happen? Like, dude, this must be legit because there's no way you can tell me things. If, like, seriously, you can definitely appeal to someone if you know they want a soulmate. If you know they want a soulmate, you can pretend to be their soulmate. But it's very difficult to pretend to be something around someone that doesn't know what the hell if someone doesn't believe in twin flames or soulmates, you can't really pretend to be that kind of thing around them because they don't believe in that stuff. But when I looked up what a twin flame is, all this shit that my twin flame said to me was on the internet. I cannot stress enough just how bizarre it was. But at the same time, the internet isn't the most credible source for anything. Well, except maybe the internet. But then we just enter some very strange territory over whether or not the internet is still worth being on or not. I don't know. I mean, everything is just becoming heavily monetized. Oh, and by the way, the New Age model is definitely a platform that a lot of people monetize. People monetize twin flames, for example. Now, I don't like how some people that claim to be New Age just take advantage of vulnerable people. And the twin flame connection is one that is greatly monetized to keep people to come back. Like, you are not encouraged to drop your toxic relationship. You are not encouraged to move on. You are encouraged to do this and that with the hope that the person you love will come back to you. That's not healthy. You're taking advantage of someone at their most vulnerable. And some of them are minors at that. Although I can't imagine the minors are paying for any of this monetization. But, I mean, it's just, even if a minor isn't paying for anything monetized, the twin flame community is pretty toxic itself. It's just the same shit over and over. It's like some kind of weird cult. And when I look at the New Age community, it seems very cult-like, and it seems very much like religion to some extent. Except there's some very strange people in the New Age community. And just to put it simply, I've seen a flat earther in the New Age community before, and I was like, dude, that is stupid. Like, I know I've had some very strange experiences, but I do not believe the earth is flat. The earth is not flat. The earth is anything but flat. I draw the line here because earth has been proven to not be flat. There's proven science, dude. Don't believe the earth is flat. It'll make you dumb. Anyway, aside from people thinking that the earth is flat, there's definitely the scamming, the monetization of New Age shit. There's also a lot of stealing going around. Yeah, they've stolen from other cultures, and well, unfortunately, I don't really know how else to get help with some of this stuff, so I use the term chakra, and that's not the only terminology I use, but I do in fact feel spinning in the locations of the chakras, or energy centers, and yeah, there's a lot of intensity going on within my body at the moment, and I think some of that is why I forget things here and there, because there's a lot of stimulation going through my entire body. It's experiencing a lot of changes. Although apparently not enough changes to make me give up my sweet tooth. Apparently not enough of that. Anyway, I have found a lot of people taking advantage of vulnerable people. And there's a lot of victim shaming. And this whole law of attraction bullshit is, dude, you're saying that someone decided no, you don't victim blame in front of me. The shit that I went through, I did not choose that. Well, I mean, technically I could see myself choosing that, but I don't want to say that to anyone. someone that has experienced hardship, trauma, abuse, any of that, they did not attract that to themselves with the law of attraction. That is not true at all. Saying that kind of person to someone that's heavily damaged is going to damage them further. And why did it not damage me? Well, my life got better. Yes, that's right. Even though the law of attraction supposedly gives you negative stuff, well, based on the law of attraction, my natural negative personality would have attracted only negative things because I wasn't a very positive person. But obviously that isn't true because my life got better. Yes, that's right, my life got better. And now, I do think there's a concept known as a collective law of attraction, but I don't want to go to the New Age community to discuss this. The New Age community is kind of sickening in some ways. There are some YouTubers out there that don't even believe in the coronavirus. And I'm just like, dude, oh my god. Oh, but these same people that don't believe in COVID-19, they are also encouraging people not to wear masks because for some reason that's taking away our freedom. No. No, it isn't. It's saving people's lives, you idiots. So, I've talked a lot about the things that don't make me New Age, and they seem very obvious. Yes, very obvious, but they aren't actually, there's definitely a lot more to this. And it's basically how much of the New Age community just feels like another religion. As soon as I realized, dude, this sounds like another religion. But there's one thing that was so bad, I'm just like, what the hell? Aliens! Yes, that's right. And we are not talking about aliens that scientists are trying to find. We are talking about New Age people saying that we're entering a new global era and we're going to be visited by aliens that will save everyone. What kind of bullshit is that? Seriously, it's like you're talking about the second coming of someone I don't believe in. Anyway, I'm just going to say this. I think it's quite possible that Jesus was a real person, but I am not a Christian, so yeah, there's where I stand. However, I am not an atheist. Yeah, I'm not an atheist. I actually believe in multiple deities. I just don't really follow any of them. Okay, so now that that's established, all the channelings from these random beings, I'm just like, dude, how do you know this is actually a being that is giving you a true positive message? There are a lot of people on this planet that can feed you this kind of bullshit. And there are so many of those people in the New Age community alone. So I'm just like, oh my god, I'm out of here, I'm done. So I'm not New Age, but there is the elephant in the room, which is, why am I making this video? Well, to begin with, I wanted to criticize flat earthers. No, that's not the only reason. I just wanted to establish that I've got a line. I am not trying to claim I can violate the laws of physics. No, I can't. Although it would be hilarious if I one day did. But if I could, I probably would have already done that. I haven't. As far as I know, there is no changing the laws of physics. Which is probably a good thing because, you know, if a human could do that, they would. And you can imagine the kind of bullshit that would result. Anyhow, there are a lot of things in common between me and the New Age community. I have a lot of similar beliefs, like I came here for something important, I feel like I'm a starseed. All of this bullshit sounds like New Age stuff to you, right? Well, yeah, it does, but I'm not going to victim blame people. I'm not going to scam people. I'm not going to take advantage of someone's vulnerability. I'm not going to tell someone that they should keep waiting around for someone that was, frankly, quite abusive and awful. I'm not going to tell someone the earth is flat. The earth is not flat. I'm not going to tell anyone that aliens are coming to save us. They aren't. I may say that I'm a starseed, but I'm physically a human, okay? I'm not saying that physically I'm an alien. No, that would be delusional. No. Physically, I am still just as human as everyone else. However, it is worth mentioning that the whole starseed stuff, where did I get that? Because when I looked up the new age kind of thing, I'm just like, well, sure, I can avoid, I don't have to put this label on myself, but how the hell did I decide on this? Where did I get the whole, I'm here to do something important thing? Like, I know that I could have had a big ego growing up, but surely at this point, that ego would have gone away, right? Right? Well, at this point, I really do not know what's real and what isn't. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say that science isn't real, because it's real. Stop saying that. Stop trying to argue against science. You will only get your ass kicked. Trust me, I know. I know. It was a very tragic lesson, but I do not want anyone saying that I don't want anyone thinking that I am rejecting science, because I'm not. Also, I actually like science, so after I'm done recording these videos, I'm probably going to go listen to some scientific stuff. You know, because it would be nice if we actually found aliens. Yes, it would be nice. Like, I don't have to break the laws of physics to believe in aliens. Just saying. Now, what do I believe an alien looks like anyway? Well, definitely not the way that people... Not the way people describe them. That would be weird. However, I don't really feel comfortable when it comes to how aliens are usually portrayed. Dude, you don't know what aliens look like. Stop lying. But then I think about it. I think about that time that I had sleep paralysis, and I'm just like, you know, if I knew I could astral project from sleep paralysis then, I would have done that. Oh my god, sleep paralysis is a nightmare. And a lot of people say that it's just your brain making up random bullshit, and maybe that's true, but I also thought that sleep paralysis was just a disorder, and if you aren't diagnosed with it, you can't experience that. Well, don't worry, my ignorance was greatly debunked. My ignorance was viciously corrected. Yes, I know, I'm not ignorant anymore. But I was definitely quite lucky when I did experience it. My eyes were blocked by my bangs, so I fortunately did not go insane, but imagine if I had seen what was there and just staring at me. I would have gone nuts. Like, dude, I don't even know what would happen to me. I probably would be just unstable or something. Okay, well, there's going to be a trigger warning for this video, and it's going to be, hold on a second while I type this. Yeah, sleep paralysis as a warning. Yeah, now, I do realize that not everyone needs this warning, because if you don't believe that if you don't believe in the beings that people see during sleep paralysis, no big deal, right? Well, it can still freak you out, dude. Like, you don't have to believe in them to still be freaked out. Seriously. I'm afraid of dinosaurs, guys. Oh, and by the way, I know they're extinct, but why am I afraid of dinosaurs? Yeah, I mean, they're dead, right? They're gone. That's what I learned. Scientifically, I learned that. I learned that in science class. They're gone. They're dead. But I'm afraid of them anyway. And I'm just saying, dinosaurs actually existed, but I'm still afraid of them. And people are afraid of things in horror movies all the time. And oh god, I've got a nightmare for that one too. I had a nightmare that I saw a figure. Oh god, it was like someone from The Exorcist. I don't know if I've ever watched that, but I don't want to. It was horrifying. It can only be described as... Why? Why is my brain talking about this? Well, to be honest, I feel like I'm too good at making nightmare fuel. My brain has done this for so long. And I'm like, stop. I can't get away from the nightmare fuel. I can't. It's ridiculous. But yeah, New Age people actually believe that these beings people see during sleep paralysis are real. But supposedly you can astral project from sleep paralysis. I would have benefited from knowing that information. Just saying. But my ignorance regarding what sleep paralysis is like, it didn't stop me from realizing what was going on. Now, I wasn't freaking out because my body couldn't move. Surprisingly enough, it was just the black figure staring at me and being ridiculous. It was creepy. It was very creepy. And for some reason, I was able to recognize that figure from an image. And I was like, oh my god, I can recognize what was there. I cannot believe this. I saw enough to know that information. It's so terrifying considering the fact that, well, I thought that I didn't know much about sleep paralysis at that point. But during sleep paralysis, I just kept trying to wake up. Although it is interesting to know that that my twin flame was talking to me during that. And, yeah, that was interesting. But I still had to keep waking myself up. I kept trying. And I just kept trying over and over. I felt like I had to move. Like I've never moved before. And I was eventually successful. But, yeah. You know, horror movies really have nothing to do with this topic, but let's really think about some of this shit that I'm talking about. The New Age community talks a lot about high vibration and low vibration and all this shit, and I'm like, why would being a low vibration be bad? Why would a low vibration be bad? Although I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm some kind of spiritual professional or something like that. Do those even exist? I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, I just think that a lot of the New Age community is built on lies, deception, taking advantage of vulnerable people, being delusional, and some cult-like behavior. And if you are not positive enough, you must be low vibration. Yeah, challenge their beliefs, you must be low vibration. You must be one of them. You must be part of the matrix. Designed to do whatever the hell New Age people think they're here for, but whatever. And now it's been a while since I interacted with the New Age community, and that's because I fell out of it. I decided not to go there anymore. I started to avoid all of them. It was definitely interesting that I ever believed that bullshit, but I think that's kind of what happens when you feel like you need hope and you don't have any. Yeah, when you feel like you need hope and you don't have any. And do I have any hope now? No, not really. But do I feel better? Well, yes, I do, admittedly. Though what did it cost me? Everything. It cost me everything. Oh god, the price I paid. It is so great that a lot of people really would not be able to comprehend what I'm experiencing. Oh, and by the way, I am not saying that anyone should be able to comprehend this. No. No, I'm saying people cannot comprehend what I am experiencing. And that's good. Most people should never have to learn the hell that I've experienced. I am part of the unfortunate percentage of people that develop anhedonia. But my anhedonia didn't come from an outside substance or an external source, which is, I've seen a lot of people talking about anhedonia being developed because of medication, drug use, alcohol, whatever, and even from attempts to treat people. And yeah, it's just weird when I think about it, because I mean, it's not like I don't believe some of the New Age stuff. It's just, it sounds too good to be true, so it probably is. But my biggest beef is with the victim blaming and the whole low vibration, high vibration bullshit. No. I think all vibrations are equally valid, though I know a lot of people probably prefer higher vibration stuff. And when it comes to sleep paralysis, the New Age community believe those beings are low vibration beings, and supposedly you are more likely to experience that if you are low vibration. Okay, sure, whatever. The whole vibration thing is just, I think it's garbage. But at the same time, the more I heal, the more I'm like, well, it kind of feels like there might be some truth to this, but I don't want to victim blame anyone. And also, I still have a major disorder. I still have to rely on antidepressants. I still have these things that are very much part of my life. And I'm not going to give them up just because I have some out there beliefs. And at the very least, I do not believe the earth is flat. Yes, I had to say that again. The earth is not flat. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I am out of here to, engage in some actual real life activities. I'm just gonna play Duel Links.